Yo, 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 welcome to Elevated Healthy, where we bring you content for your conscience that makes much sense. And today we are talking about and doing a reaction to suspected California library gunman influenced by Columbine shooting and wore a matching shirt, officials say. Bradley Scott, 18, graduated from Chico High School days before allegedly killing two at the Butte County Library. Wow. So, want to kind of play the media, what they captured, and then highlight some articles, and get y'all take on this, man, and let me know what y'all think. All right, let's go.
Tonight, new video shows a teenage suspect face down, being dragged and pinned by police minutes after authorities say a gunman fired 8 rounds inside this public library in Chico, California, killing 2 adults and wounding a young girl. Identified as 18-year-old Bradley Scott Sayer, authorities say he'd walked through the library prior to the attack before returning with a shotgun to attempt a Columbine-style massacre.
Okay, Columbine style massacre. Shout out to the Goat Debater. I was watching a channel called the Goat Debater, and he had a video about this, about continuously immolation of Columbine style mass shootings, and nobody is really putting a microscope under this. An 18-year-old gunman who police said wanted to carry out a Columbine High School massacre type shooting was expected to face first degree murder charges after killing two people and injuring a child at a Northern California library Monday evening. Chico police dispatchers received multiple 911 calls around 5:12 p.m. on Monday where they could hear what sounded like screaming and gunshots. Billy Aldridge, the city police chief, said during a press conference on Tuesday. Aldridge said police were on the scene and had the suspect in custody within 4 minutes, crediting the rapid response time for preventing more deaths. The victims were identified on Tuesday as 74-year-old Robert Johnson of Orland, California, and 46-year-old Jacob Hull of Chico, according to police. The injured child was with Hull. So rest in peace to those who just living their lives. And then this idiot came and did this stupid, horrendous act, which should be an act of terrorism, if you ask me, because he wanted to do something of Columbine, which is basically an immolation of terrorism. So there you go. The shooting suspect was looking for a confined, populated location to attack when he approached the Chico branch of the Butte County Library, according to Sid Patel, a field agent in the FBI Sacramento office.
Suspect was a fan and a fan for some time of social media involving Columbine type shootings. The school shootings, and had unfortunately made a deep dive
listening to these
into that.
Shortly after the shooting Monday
Hold
night,
on. Y'all hear what he said though at the very end of social media communities. So it's communities. And they try to say he acted alone, but yet and still there's communities. I also mentioned in one of my videos about the Buffalo mass shooting, how they keep saying that they're lone wolves, but yet and still he just mentioned there's a social media community, and they are networking, ladies and gentlemen. I want y'all to keep your eyes very, very keen to things like this because they are networking. They are not lone wolves, as the media keep wanting to portray. Let's go.
Police chief described the desperate call for help.
We had an open 911 line that you could hear gunshots and people screaming.
Officials say within 4 minutes, police flooded the neighborhood and made the arrest.
As they made entry, the suspect fled out the back of the library where Chico police officers had already set a perimeter.
Social media posts show the suspect graduating from the local high school earlier this.
He went to high school in his area. and had these thoughts. What is his finger doing right here? Y'all see that right there? Look at his finger. His middle finger pointing down, allegedly. The suspect, identified as Bradley Scott Sayer of Chico, did a walkthrough of the library before returning to his car to retrieve a shotgun from the trunk, Patel said. The suspect shot the first victim near the library entrance, disabling him with a shot to the leg before fatally shooting him in the head, Patel said. The suspect then fired multiple shots inside the library before fatally shooting a second victim in the head, a young girl who is not identified because of her age, sustained non-life threatening injuries, and has since been released from the hospital, police said. The suspect carried out the shooting while wearing a t-shirt scrawled with the words natural selection, an apparent homage to one of the shooters who carried out the 1999 Columbine High School massacre in Colorado that killed 13 students and a teacher. So, if y'all seen these people walking around with these natural selection shirts and any other language pertaining to Columbine, then y'all better stop just thinking it's something else. Because the eye is always on Native Black Americans and the violence that goes on in our communities, which we always advocating for that to cease. We don't like that. Not every Black person is advocating for violence, homicides. But this needs to be something that needs to be on a wide scale. Pay attention to this, man, because natural selection. Be mindful of that. The suspect carried out this carnage wearing this shirt, right? The suspect was a fan of the Columbine massacre. The shirt was among the first indications the suspect was inspired by the Columbine mass shooting, Patel said. Officials said the apparent motivation to emulate Columbine was further revealed in the suspect's interviews with detectives and through his social media habits. Again, they the government already knowing these communities exist. We get this, things like this happen, right? The suspect was a fan and a fan for some time of social media involving Columbine type shootings. The school shootings had unfortunately made a deep dive into that social media community and obviously lost his way in that. Michael Ramsey, the Butte County District Attorney, said on Tuesday. The shooter had graduated only weeks earlier from Cisco High School, with friends and family describing the teen as shy and bookish. Shy and bookish, but had all the gall to commit mass murder. The suspect's father, David Sayer, in an interview with the San Francisco Chronicle, said there had been zero warning signs before the shooting. He's wearing a natural selection shirt. Sayer told the paper his son was shy and high functioning on the autism spectrum. Okay, so we're going to use that. On the autism spectrum. High. So, okay. Let's keep going.
Month, now expected to be charged with 2 counts of murder in the first degree. Authorities say they believe he was acting alone and have found no connection to the victims, identified tonight as 74-year-old Robert Johnson and 46-year-old Jacob Hull. Hull died protecting the injured child, who is yet to be named, according to her family. The suspect is scheduled for an initial court appearance on Thursday. His parents have not replied to a request for comment from NBC News, but have spoken with law enforcement. Aaron McLaughlin, NBC News.
So there y'all have it, man. I just wanted to bring it to y'all. from a different perspective. Let me know what y'all think about this situation. Or hit that like, share, and subscribe button if you don't mind. You know what I'm talking about. As always, stay elevated, stay healthy.